Howdy, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Malenia's Arsenal, the series in which we fight Malenia, usually in NG7 with every single weapon. So this time I'm actually coming at you in NG1 because I'm rebuilding a character so I can do the DLC stuff. So today we're going to be using the Celebrant's Skull, and I thought this would also just be probably a one-off, but a good representation of how different, or maybe similar, Malenia is at NG1 instead of NG7. So for this, we are level 100. Uh, we're using the Celebrant's skull. It says a large bludgeon decorated with flowers and many colored fabrics, ceremonial tool used by dancers during the festivities of Dominula Windmill Village. The striking end is a skull too large in size to be human, grants trace amounts of runes on landing attacks. So if you hit somebody, it gives you 20 souls, and that's about it. It's heavy with decent strength. Before we get into this, though, I'd just like to ask if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment if you want to choose what's next, and subscribe if you want to see more of this. And let's get right into it, shall we? So the big thing to note about Malenia and NG1, from my bet at least, by the way, we're starting with the cutscene version, so yep, she starts out all aggressive like that. That's okay. My bet is going to be, first of all, that I'm bad at dodging, but secondly, that she has way less stance. So she's going to be really easy to stance break. Also, the damage we're dealing is significant from her health bar right now, huh? Yeah, like, it only took just a few hits to stance break her. The only issue is... that was a pretty good dodge, right? For not having a shield or doing it impromptu. Could definitely be worse. I also haven't recorded in like over a week, so I have been using up all of my backlog and I can feel it. Overall, I have a feeling this weapon will be just fine against her. Please, kitty cat. I have a cat. I have 3 cats. They're all little black cats. One of them is begging for attention right now. It's really cute. Whoops. I did not mean to jump there. I'm going to say jumping, typically just a really bad option against Malenia, honestly. If I have to be honest. I didn't go over the talismans I'm using. Sorry, I forgot for a second. Pretty standard, except more so built for just running through the game and gaining a lot of levels. So you've got Verdant, I think is what it's called, Viridian. Yeah, Viridian, Dragon Crest +2, Gold Scarab, and Ritual Sword. Mainly because I took the wrong path coming down here, so I didn't get the Dragon Great Shield talisman, right? Well, that sucks. I mean, that's fine. As you can see, one of the big things to note about NG1, you can just take hits. It just doesn't matter. Almost at all. Like, you still have to be smart if you're going to be taking hits, but it's very forgiving at the same time. Also, yeah, I'm getting how many stance breaks now? Sad. That's okay. We'll check her there. That also works. Yeah. As you can see, the stance pressure, just... What would I get, like 1 or 2 stance breaks with most weapons in NG7 against her? And this is just like constant. I wonder if you guys can hear this kitty cat. She's adorable, but man is she meowing like crazy right now. The other thing to note, I'm probably just going to tack this on somewhere, I guess. I don't really know when I'm going to upload this, because I don't have anything else set up on this save file. I don't have Moog, I don't have the final boss set up. I don't have like anything. So maybe I'll just like upload this as a one-off. But as you can see, the difference is like night and day in terms of how much damage she does. You kind of don't have to respect her at all with any weapon. It's very strong. I should probably use a pickled foul foot, but that's okay. Dear Mikola. So that's the fight. I mean, everybody knows it. You love it? You know it, you love it? There we go. That's what I was trying to say. You're used to seeing me do it. I gotta say, this armor set is incredibly strong. Is where a lot of the power for beating her here came from, right? But if you are struggling with Malenia and Inji, and you still wish to solo her instead of summoning, the things I recommend, honestly, a set similar to this in carry weight, like everybody gets this set right here, the Malformed Dragon set, along the main route. That set works just as fine. And then just like use a medium-sized weapon, either a great sword, great hammer, katana. You could use a heavy thrusting sword as well if you want. Something like that. And then just kind of go to town. Know what moves give her super armor is the idea, right? That's where you really need to know what you can and can't contest. And just learn the timings for those. And this wasn't even using like a shield to block waterfowl or anything. I just kind of tanked it as simply as I could. And before you get to phase 2, if you have Endure as an Asha 4, which I don't think I do, yeah. If you have Endure, you can honestly use that against her too. It gives you a big jump in defenses and poise for 3 seconds. That would be enough to handle her. But as you can see, overall, it's a pretty simple fight in NG. When you get to this point, if you're doing everything, you're gonna be, I would say, probably at least 50 levels higher than this. So you have a lot of options for your build as well. Because say I'm missing 50 levels, that's 12 more into vigor, so 60 vigor. I still have 38, 6 more into strength, 32 with which I could do anything with that means, be it mind and endurance and faith or arcane. So I could go to like 41 mind or something even. So I have FP, MP, and stamina. And this shows with a light enough weapon. So like if you're not going with, if you're going medium weight, so 9.5 or lighter, 28 endurance is enough for this weapon, or for this armor set. Does this make a difference? No, it doesn't. So yeah, you can wear this armor set with up to like 9.5 carry weight for your weapon and shield, or whatever else you want. Which means, I mean, you don't even have to do that. You could still run a shield very easily with like a curved sword or any of these, right? So this, my point with all of this is that even though she's tough, there's a lot of solutions to her fight, especially in NG. Explore your options and use what you like, because eventually that will work and it's what you're most comfortable with. Typically, great hammers aren't my thing, but I like them a lot more than colossal weapons. I was using a colossal weapon for most of this playthrough. I think they're just bad. There's no upside compared, like... So look at the damage difference, right? If we're one-handing, we're talking 664 to 727. It's a difference of 10% damage. For one less swing on your moveset. Slightly higher stance damage, better super armor, I guess, but like, it's just not worthwhile. Anyway, I've lectured you guys now for a little bit, talking about Malenia and how different she is in NG1. I could go a lot more into detail about it, and I might make a video on it at some point, but for now, thank you for watching, and I'm just going to call it here. This will probably be a one-off upload that I do just randomly during a day that I already have an upload. Thank you for watching, though. Like, subscribe, etc. I really appreciate it all. Bye.